Hi everybody, welcome to County Connection. I'm Kevin Wynn. Miami-Dade's Transportation Trust is keeping tabs on transportation projects and transportation funds all over Miami-Dade. The Trust wants everybody to know where it's headed, and with that in mind, it has released a new 5-year plan. Here to tell us what's up and what's coming up for the Transportation Trust is Charles Scurr, the Trust's Executive Director. Welcome to County Connection, sir.
Good to be here.
Executive Director of the Citizens Independent Transportation Trust is another name we know this by. Came about as part of the People's Transportation Plan. Could you refresh our memories about that?
I think as a lot of people will recall, in 2002, the voters of Dade County approved the People's Transportation Plan, which levied a 1/2 penny sales surtax to fund transit and transportation projects.
Okay, and so this is where all this flows from the funds that were generated by that tax. Now, what part does the Trust play in making the People's Transportation Plan, which was what was presented as this is where the money will go when they did that referendum? What does the Trust do to make that a reality?
One of the really important parts of the plan was to have an independent oversight citizens group watch how the money was going to be spent. So we set up a 15-member Citizens Independent Transportation Trust. The members go through a very rigorous appointment process. And their role is to oversee the expenditures, and I have the honor of serving as the main staff person to the group.
Now the PTP, the People's Transportation Plan, is a long-term thing. It really unfolds under about 25 years, but we're seeing benefits from it already. What are some of the things that are happening now that are a result of the PTP?
And we'll talk a lot about this throughout the interview, but it's everywhere. If you have a new street, if you have new sidewalks, if you see new traffic signals, if you see new flashers at your neighborhood school, all of those things are funded by the PTP.
A very big project is this issue of school safety and making sure that school crossings are more obviously, evidently marked for people.
We're funding the Safe Routes to School program, and people are seeing that unveiled at schools throughout the county.
Okay, now you've recently implemented you've rolled out a 5-year implementation plan. It's that government language that catches me up every time. Tell us about what's in the plan. What are you mapping out for the 5 years?
Well, you know, people are constantly asking the question, what have you spent the money on? What are you planning on spending the money on? So what we did is we came up with the 5-year plan. It looks at not only what we have done, but what we're going to be doing in the future. The plan is divided into 4 main sections. The first is an introduction. The second is we decided to take a page from Homeland Security and to make it very easy to understand what's been happening. So we group all of our projects into 4 categories. Green projects are those that have been completed or are ongoing. Yellow projects are those that are under development or under construction. Orange projects are those where we have significantly reduced the scope or there's been a major change. And the infamous red color are those projects that have been canceled.
The red projects. So you've got this color coding going on. It still sounds like a lot of information. So how can the average citizen kind of use your plan and figure out what's in it?
Well, using the color coding, we've really tried to make it user-friendly. So if you want to know what's been happening and what's going to happen in the very near future, focus on the green and the yellow projects. If you want to advocate for longer-term improvements, focus on the orange. Okay,
well, that's a very simple, straightforward way to look at it. Now, we've been putting your information on your website, and I guess the website is, for most people, the most direct way. Can you look at the plan on the website? Can you read about what's coming up?
Absolutely, and we've got a very interactive website, so people can look at the large projects or the small projects.
Okay, so what's on the horizon for the People's Transportation Plan?
Well, you know, there's really a lot, and we've done a lot over the last couple of years. We've done over 300 miles of new roadway.
Wow.
We've invested $135 million in new buses. When you see those new hybrid buses running down the street, those are all funded with the People's Transportation Plan.
And we're seeing some footage here of the airport link construction, which you're very much involved in.
That's our milestone project. We're investing literally $400 million in extension of the Metro Rail to the airport. That's a very exciting project. That's going to open up the employment vistas for everyone within Dade County.
Sure.
It's going to be a great resource for tourists. It's going to be a great resource for business travelers.
So much information. Take a look at the website, see what's going on. Thanks for telling us about it.
Our pleasure.
Appreciate it. This County Connection is timing out, but don't forget, Miami-Dade is online for you 24/7. Just visit miamidade.gov/on-demand to watch Miami-Dade TV anytime you please. Or dial 311 to get quick and easy answers to all your county questions. For County Connection, I'm Kevin Wynn. Thanks for watching.